Post Malone slams allegations that his weight loss is due to drug use. The rapper addresses speculation about his health in a lengthy post on social media.
It got to a terrible point. I couldn't get up off the floor for weeks.
Are you sober now?
No, sir.
It seems like Post Malone is struggling. Fans are calling out for help because he's stumbling on stage and can barely get through tour. Even though Post Malone's team claims that he's all right, everyone else can sense that there's something very wrong here. So let's get into it. Now, I'm a huge fan of Post Malone, so this video is not intended to send any hate, but I'm genuinely worried about him because as someone who talks about a bunch of Hollywood stories, I've talked about stories from the past where these rock stars, these pop stars get hooked onto drugs and they ultimately burn out and die. And I don't think Post Malone is close to death, but there are some concerning signs. There have been multiple viral videos going around of Post Malone which seem like he's not doing okay. Most recently, Post Malone has sparked health concerns online after a video of him talking to a fan went viral. The singer can be seen interacting with a fan. In the footage, Post Malone is congratulating them with his eyes half closed and his voice sounding a little bit sluggish.
Hell yeah, man. Congratulations, dude. That's amazing. Hell yeah.
Thank you very much.
So that clip went really quickly, but I want you guys to pay attention to how, he seems. And I mean, he's pretty coherent in the fact that he's speaking to someone directly and it seems like they're having a conversation, but he also almost looks exhausted.
Hell yeah, man. Congratulations, dude. That's amazing. Hell yeah.
Thank you very much.
In Post Malone's career, he has struggled with weight fluctuations, and people have their thoughts about this, which, we love body positivity, so we don't like to focus on that, but people are also accusing him of maybe using drugs, and that's why he's lost weight. He's actually had to go to Instagram and clarify that he is not using drugs, and that because he's a father now, he doesn't want to use anything. He's just living his life in a healthier way. He said, "I've had a lot of people ask me about my weight loss and I suppose performing on stage. I'm having a lot of fun performing and I've never felt healthier." And that would be great if Post Malone is thriving. That's what we want to see, but people aren't convinced. I mean, looking back a couple months, he's had a few situations where he's fallen on stage and has hurt himself while performing.
What you see right now is Post Malone suddenly falling off the stage during his recent concert. And because of this, people were wondering, was he high?
Now, I'm not a big fan of the dramatization of that clip, but it was a scary moment. And could have he been, under the influence and that's why he fell in? I mean, it was a large gap, so I don't even know why they would design it in that way. He was performing in St. Louis, Missouri when the incident took place and he tripped in this hole on stage, which I guess the guitar would normally come up from it, but he must not have seen it. Post Malone briefly left the stage, but he came back and he apologized to the crowd for ruining the show. Someone handed him a beer and he took a big swig of it. After that beer, he ended up finishing the show, which is pretty impressive. He was injured and went on to social media to share that he went and he got help. But I was a little concerned to hear that he was given pain medicine because he has been open about his issues with addiction. We'll talk about that in a moment. So pain medication doesn't really mix well. And the fact that he's going to continue his tour with no problems, it seems like they are really working him hard.
It's this big ass hole, so I go around there and I turn the corner and bust my ass and winded me pretty good, got me pretty good, and we just got back from the hospital, and everything's good. Everything's good. They gave me some pain meds and everything, so we can keep kicking ass on the tour.
I actually don't know why he would announce to the world that he has now been given pain medicine. Like, you know, I understand taking pain medicine when you get injured, but like, it's so scary when you like get on those things. Like, so many people get hooked, they get addicted. He likes to have a drink. Well, you know, he likes to have a drink. So with those, you cannot drink. And he's just like working every single night. So it makes me think of those like pop stars who go on tour and they're so incredibly burnt out. I've actually talked about Post Malone before because there are videos from the past where you can see he just seems like under the influence on stage, which I get. He's a passionate guy. He loves his music. He really feels his music and you can see it in his performance. But some of these videos have people, you know, screaming that he needs help and that he seems almost possessed, which I think the videos are scary as well. And there are so many TikToks out there where he does like seem like, you know, he's on something, which isn't, you know, enjoyable for the audience to watch him super messed up on stage. It's actually really scary. And this year he's had a few different incidents where he's performing and people are concerned, not only because of his weight loss, which again, we don't want to really focus on. I mean, if he's feeling healthy, then great, congratulations. But in this performance, he's also just a little bit like, it seems a little unhinged.
Post Malone is addressing rumors and concerns that he's currently on drugs or sick after this video of him went viral performing in Australia. Posty has visibly lost a lot of weight recently, but it was this next video that had a lot of people concerned. Take a look.
Now, I know when Post Malone performs this song, Fall Apart, he just really gets into it. But this video clip went viral for a reason, because it made people uncomfortable, because it doesn't seem like he's all right or, you know, really coherent or in the moment. And I actually understand why people are worried and like, you know, posting it and asking people to go and help this man, because you can be passionate about your music and really into it, but this guy also has been known to like, you know, use these substances and kind of dismiss them as it's not a big deal. So yeah, Post Malone denies that he has any problems. He's not on drugs. He's not sick. He's doing just fine. And he's actually the king of responding. He constantly responds when there's press, but he has admitted to Howard Stern that he's not completely sober. So yeah, maybe he's not on drugs, but he is drinking. And you know, if he's on this pain meds, I don't really know. I don't need to diagnose him. I'm not his doctor, but I'm just concerned about him because they're like, I mean, history repeats itself. Like, we're going to see these celebrities, like, I don't know, life's going to happen. And I'm actually like really like Post Malone, so I don't want anything to happen to him.
The new album you said deals with struggles of alcohol. Are you sober now?
No, sir. I am responsible now.
Post Malone actually seemed pretty shy in this interview, and it took a few questions for him to open up. He has struggled with substance issues in the past, particularly alcohol. He started opening up about his addiction in June 2022.
It got to a terrible point, and I couldn't get up off the floor for weeks, and that's what a lot of the inspiration for the album comes. But
what were you drinking?
It was screwdrivers. It was a bunch of, it was vodka. It was vodka, and it was bodying fifths, and trying to hang in there and talking to people who weren't fucking there and trying to say, hey,
that
help
bad,
me
huh?
out.
So he claims he would be drinking fifths, like a whole bottle to himself, and he would like his vodka and orange juice. Now he claims he just wants to be better every day and try to be, I guess, like coherent and there for his child.
If we get to the bottom of it, did you get help with it?
No, sir. I never got help with it. I just have super beautiful people around me, and I met a really beautiful person that
A woman.
made me feel like a human being again. And
This is your
just not
girlfriend?
like a piece. Yes, sir.
I want you guys to keep in mind that this interview was in like June 2022, so about a year ago. So since then, we've had the clips where he has fallen and where he, you know, is on stage or performing and it's a little uncomfy. So like this was before then, and I want, like, you know, he was really confidently speaking about his like recovery and things like that, but like, you know, recovery lasts forever. And when you see him on stage nowadays and he's not doing well and he's like, you know, thinner, maybe he's, you know, doing really great. But at the same time, people are worried. And when they're asking, like, Sloan, make a video, Sloan, make a video, I'm like, okay, I want to make a video. And one of the moments he shared in there was that he actually depends a lot on his fiance for his sobriety, which I think is like wonderful. Like, a lot of people have a partner who brings them out of this, but it's also a red flag in a way, because if you are dependent and your sobriety is dependent on that person, what happens when that person's no longer there? It does seem like Post Malone has grown up a good amount, and he did struggle in the beginning, like hearing people out when they were coming to him with their concerns. Like, Justin Bieber even went to him and I guess talked to him about his excessive drinking, and at that point he wasn't ready to hear him out.
I had so much guidance, and Justin was guiding me, and Justin was like this. But I'm like, you know what? Like, I love you. At the end of the day, I have to do what I want to do. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm not listening to anybody. And that's what I'm working on now.
While I do think Post Malone is wise beyond his years, I also think that there is some immaturity when it comes to, you know, drug use. And I do feel concerned for him. And there are so many other viral clips of him online that I could have included, but I don't even want to go there, because at this point, it's just like collectively watching the downfall of someone. And it's sad because he, like, you know, shares with us that he's okay and he's fine, but like, does he actually seem okay? And I want you guys to comment below what you think. Here's my email if you guys have any other video ideas for me, but let's go ahead and open this PO Box package item from Samantha and Ben. Looks like they are located in New York, and it looks like this is a book. Okay, so we've got a letter right here and a bookmarker, and it looks like it's Samantha's book, Under Hawk's Gaze. Okay, cute. Oh, and they've got a little picture right here. Nice. Dear Sloan, I have been watching your channel for quite some time, and I love what you do. I am a writer. This is my latest novel, Under Hawk's Gaze, which can be found on Amazon, and I want to share it with you. Oh, thank you so much. It's so sweet. I'll link it below. Don't share my email. I won't share your email. And nice. It looks like it's about, Sage Serrano has a dark secret, but she doesn't know it yet. Sage just graduated high school in Salem, Massachusetts, and can't wait to attend film school. Oh, okay. It looks like there's this hawk. Okay, I want to have to check it out. Under Hawk's Gaze. Yeah, okay, makes sense. But congrats on your book. I will link everything below, and I'll see you guys in a new video soon. Bye, guys.